Hello, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm doing some beautiful readings for you. So, we are looking at, I was just shuffling my everyday deck, is what I call it. That's my deck that I usually use, and they brought up the Strength card, the card of the upcoming year. And between them, two different fours. And I love this because it paints such a beautiful story of what they want you to do with this energy, right? The previous energy of being stuck, of being stagnant, of not knowing what to do with it, okay? Flat, bored, withdrawn, indifferent, dissatisfied. And then they want you to take that, turn it into your greatest strength, so that you can go forward, celebrate your life, get results, get rewards, do that checkpoint thing, get that stability that you've been looking for. So that's going to be the follow through for 2024. Isn't that wonderful? That energy is going to be presented to you to do something with it. And I really want you to succeed this year coming up. I want you to continue succeeding, I should say. I want you to continue the work that you have been fulfilling and doing for yourself in the last year, 2 years, 3 years, how many years? All the years you've been on the planet, okay? Because truth be known, we work at it from the moment we start working at it, from the moment we start putting steps forward in our lives and learning and being, we start figuring out what it is we want, where we're going with it, how we're going to move forward. And I really want you to do this. I want you to do it in a very determined, not determined, where's the word? Focus, but it's not focus, it's deliberate. That's the word, deliberate, thank you. Deliberate way, okay? I want you to move every step and to, it's not just saying I'm deliberately, it's almost like they're showing me, watching my steps, watching the environment, watching where my footfall goes, and what I'm stepping on, and what's on my feet to step, or, like, what am I doing? Taking it all and just really enjoying the process. It's not about being detailed, it's about enjoying the details. That's what I'm feeling. It's enjoying the details. Don't take anything for granted. This is one of the other things that I'm feeling. Don't take anything for granted. Nothing at all, okay? If you're spending your time complaining about little things, I want you to see the beautiful things, okay? See what you've accomplished, how you've overcome, what you've done, instead of always focusing on, oh, that was, inconvenient today. It really got on my nerves, like I spilled a bit of my coffee, or I did this. And these are all just little things. I find that some people can turn or feel like they say their whole day went to pot when they spilled coffee or grinds or something. And you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. Okay? You're going, oh, okay, I'd rather say, okay, well, I guess I needed to slow down today. Okay? Maybe the temperature was awful outside. Maybe you needed to slow down in order to avoid something catastrophic from happening to you. You may never know why the slow up was there. Just take your time, do what's going on, whatever, and don't make such a big, thing about it. Unless you are physically getting stopped at every step. Then maybe that's a sign of, go back to bed today. But if it's just, one thing or another, it could be something that's all working out in your favor, and you'll just never know. The best thing you can do is just not let it bring you down or make you feel terrible. And I know we all have bad days, but, just don't make it a habit, okay? Don't make it a habit to lower your energy for no good reason. There's no need for it. All right, so let's keep going. I thought we would do a cute little, I found this one. It's Message from My Past Self. And this is from Emerald Lotus Divination. So I'm giving them, and she is on, I got this from Pinterest, I think. So, all right, so there is a 5-card spread. And we're going to be talking to our past self, which is I always find really cool when that comes in because I like doing that. Okay, so what deck should we use, my beautiful Pisces, today? The 27th. We are just cruising on down the line to the end of the year. It's so awesome that we're just, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take the Cosmic Coven because, like I said, this deck is so beautiful. And it's, it makes me feel Pisces because it's all the purples, right? So let's, and there you go. We still have a little bit, the silver. It snowed beautifully this morning. It just made it a little harrowing for the roads, but it's so beautiful to have a fresh blanket of snow on the ground. It's always so nice. Pisces. All right, so let's see. We're going to, there's 5 cards and 5 different things. One is a card to represent my past self, but I'm going to say the energy that represents the past self of Pisces for the last 12 months. Okay, so 2 came out. You have the Magician, which is wonderful, and the 7 of Wands. I love that. That's like tools, magic, and perseverance put together, right? Defending what matters, okay? Meeting up with challenges, being defiant and standing your ground in times of opposition, you know, arguing your principles and finding, I feel that it's this can also represent a lack of faith in yourself a little bit, but I find it with this Magician coming in, your past self is saying that you know, this is who you were. So, card to represent my past self. My past self is finding the tools, the Dorothy tools. Remember, you are the magicians, you have the tools. I've said this in the past. I've said it in quite a few years back. You've always had the power. Dorothy, all you had to do is click your heels 3 times. I say it in my lives all the time as well. This is exactly what's going on. It's you rising up, okay? This is your past self. You gathered the tools, you figured it out, and then you went on your way. You decided to shine, brilliantly shine and be who you are, right? I love it because these colors almost look like she's sprouting wings. I love this type of energy. It's showing me that you have really, really done the work, because to have the Magician's tools, you have to have done the work. Okay, you have to have done the work. So we'll go in the past 12 months, like I was saying, Pisces energy, becoming the Magician, figuring out your power, and also persevering through the different things that came up. And this could all be the different things that came up, the different things that came to, you know, when you thought you had it, and then it came and swept the, you know, like the foot sweep underneath you and put you back down. But you've been just getting back up. Oh yeah, they're showing me Rocky. Rocky, if you guys don't know the original Rocky, Rocky 1, Rocky 2, you couldn't put him down. Couldn't put him down. He kept like poop, popping back up. Yeah, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, is it? I think it's Rocky 2. Anyway, yeah, I'm that old. When they came out in the theaters, I went to see them. So, I think it was Rocky 2 I went to see. Anyway, so it was terribly inspirational. I was a young girl in the backseat of a car with my parents watching this at a drive-in, and yelling at the screen, "Get up, Rocky!" So this is what I'm feeling here. You have been getting up. Okay, when people think that you've been coming down, here you are back up again and not giving up. This is so inspirational, Pisces. I love this. This is you, the fighter, the believer. So too, what my past self has to say to me. It's a great time to look back. Oh, the Strength card was underneath the deck. I love that. What does your past self have to say to you? Okay, I'm going to take another one. This is the Four of Swords, and I love it. Look, she's like, okay. Okay, so this is advice that your past self I guess it's like listening to a wise, I guess it's, I don't know, I'm feeling like it's what you've picked up from your past self, and it wants to tell you right now maybe what to do with your future. The best thing that they could have done is that when things got hard, to take some rest to heal it, to rest, to take time to heal it, to take the time to recover, a time out, okay? To reflect, to restore, to take care of your health, to stay, to take a step back and recover, okay? To distance yourself from the stress and the burdens. I feel that your past self has some wisdom to share. In other words, it's, again, I think they're trying to tell you, especially from the year, because I feel a lot of ebb and flow in 2024. So they're telling you that this lesson from the past is going to be very important coming up in the year. When you get like a surge of energy to move forward and do things. After that, you're just going to have to kind of need to slow up and just kind of chill, right? Take a break and rest. And that's okay. That's okay. So, you know, that's great advice. Why my past self wants to share this message. Okay, why it wants to share this message. I think I just answered it. Oops. I think we went ahead of that one, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is, we're just about to leave it, okay, with the Page of Pentacles. And that's exactly what I was trying to say, okay? In order for things to grow and get to where you want to go and get new insight on things, you need to rest, okay? Because you've been working here. This is the Seven of Pentacles. That's assessing, that's checking, that's seeing, we've been doing a lot of that. You know, have patience, trial and error, feedback, editing, persevering, vision, frustration. They just don't want you to lose steam. I feel that it's losing steam. This is a mist bottle, you know, mist, steam. You get it, right? And they want you, the new ideas to flow. And they want you, again, to focus on the one thing. What did I tell you earlier on? Look at what she's doing. One. Okay? Take that one thing, focus on it, and finish it. Focus, finish. Focus, finish. That has been coming in a lot. It's like, slow yourself down enough to complete one thing at a time, but at least to complete it, you know, to begin it, to see it through to completion, and then move on to the next thing. Don't try to take too much on your plate. Find the one thing you really want to give your attention to. And you know, if you find yourself halfway through going, this isn't doing it for me. I've realized that I really don't want it. You may even get to the end of it, accomplish it, and go, it's not really for me. This year, I should say, I did some diamond painting. Those little things. I realized I really don't like it. I had to do like 2 to figure out I really don't like it. I find that it takes a lot of time. It wasn't helping me meditate. I just wanted to see the end of I was beginning it and going, I need to see the end of it. I need to see the end. And I'd get obsessed and do it all. And then at the end, I'd look at it and go, really doesn't do much for me. So I've stopped doing them, right? And that's it. I mean, I know that it's not for me. That's okay. It doesn't have to be for everybody. But this is what I mean. You know, it took me a while to figure it out, but I accomplished it, I finished it, and now I let it go. That's what they want you to do. Start something, finish it, you know, and I oversimplified it. This is like a diamond painting. Big deal. I'm talking about big things, little things, all things, okay? Try it, get to it, and when you realize either it's for you, kick it into high gear, or if it's not for you, let it go and go to the next thing, okay? And keep shifting until you find something. Even if you need to, the other part they're saying, even if you need to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and create something new, that's going to be yours, that's good. You know, they're showing me it would be like, you're not great with crocheting and you're not great with knitting, or no, you like knitting, you like crocheting, but you don't like you want to create something new. So you crochet part of your project, you crochet the middle of the project, and you knit the rest of it around it, and it created something new. And you're going, oh my God, that's so wild, that's wonderful, and I love doing this. There you go, okay? Don't limit yourself to one or the other, saying, well, if I crochet, can't knit. No, you can do anything, okay? I want everybody in the world to stop saying that, where you can't do this and that together. You know, there are cases, yeah, where you can't do it together, but every once in a while, or I'd say most of the time, you can find some kind of thing to put together. You mash them up and it makes something new. How do you think inventions happen, right? People try new things, so try new things. Okay. 4, what can I learn from my past self? Okay. I think there's a lot here already. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune came out. I've been taking 2, so might as well take 2. You guys know me. I don't like taking just one card, right? It's a thing. Okay. Okay, so I feel that your past self, regardless of if you're stuck, okay, somewhere, the wheel will keep spinning. So would you rather be like all tied up and not able to do anything? That's you tying yourself up in knots when the wheel starts spinning, and then just kind of have to go with the flow. Would you rather be the one handling the wheel, okay, shifting it, making things happen? They're saying center yourself when the wheel starts spinning. Don't hinder yourself. Center yourself. Don't hinder yourself. Okay? I think that's a pretty good one. That's a really good one. I like this one. That's it. Okay, so let's go. How can I show love to my past self? How can I show love to my past self? What about Pisces? How can we show love to ourselves, Pisces? I love there's a Judgment card. Look at this. It's so beautiful. No eyes, but an all-seeing eye at the top. Beautiful. Look at that. And the 8 of coins. Okay. How can you show love? Well, the card of Judgment has always been the card of accountability. Okay? So, but in this case, with this card, I love it. It almost feels like this is a human body and this is the spiritual body. It's even like near where, you know, the crown and the third eye and above. I feel that there's a plan for you, and you know this. You feel this, especially as Pisces. And how can you show your love for yourself? Is by following that plan. So that when you are accountable, you're not going to regret anything that you're doing. You're going to feel very happy about the path that you've decided to follow. You're going to feel like, yeah, I'm awakened to my path. I feel renewed. This is like a rite of passage, a second chance, a transition into something new. This is a chance to resolve issues from the past by forgiving myself, by forgiving others, and to release that stuff, okay, and change what needs to be changed and follow my spiritual path. The beautiful, and you know, I'm not kidding you guys. Look, I love this, okay. I was doodling. I have a little book here, and I was doodling. And I swear to God, look, I wrote the date. And I never write the date. Look, I wrote the date when I did this. This wasn't that long ago, okay? These are tarot decks. Look at that, okay? But look at this. Look. Okay, all right? So, I'm not sure why that's relevant right now. But right away when I saw the eye, I went, oh my God. And it's the first time I've ever done an eye. I don't do that. I'm not a painter. I'm not a drawer. I'm just not. So, yeah, I don't know. What was the question again, Pisces? How can you love yourself? Maybe that's it. I always told myself I wasn't a drawer. Maybe I am a drawer. Maybe that is the message. Don't box yourself. Don't put yourself in a separate place. Work at the stuff you want. If you want to be a drawer, be a drawer, not a drawer, a drawer. You know, don't put yourself in a box. Don't define yourself by anything. Make sure that you are open. Keep yourself open to everything, right? Keep yourself open to everything. Don't deny yourself things because you have always just put yourself in that category. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. They're nodding. Yes, that's it. Okay. So there you go, Pisces. Okay. Just believe in yourself. Your past self has really nice things to say about you. Okay. I love the fact that we had the Strength card, now we have the Eight of Pentacles here. It just feels so right. With the Seven of Pentacles going into the Eight, I feel like it's just a continuity. And it's a very nice one. I feel that all the stuff, and maybe the stuff that you don't even know that you're going to use in 2024. Okay, the stuff that you dealt with and you said, okay, I'm done with it. I got it, you know. These are tools. It started out with the Magician. These are tools you're going to be using coming in. Okay, these seven and seven, you're going to use them to your advantage in the year of 8. You're going to figure it out. Okay, you're going to unblock in the year of 8. See, 8, 8. You're going to unblock. You're going to get it. It's gorgeous. And remember, judgment, when you bring it down, it's 2. It's the High Priestess. It's insight. It's brilliance. It's going. And the High Priestess is after the Magician, right? You get the Magician, then you go to the High Priestess. So all the tools you have, you're going to get insight on how to use them, where to go with it. I feel there's also, what I'm getting is there's also going to be an integration of even more so of the journey here with your spirituality. In other words, you're going to feel more together this year than apart. I feel that they're really trying to integrate. Usually, as humans, we like to go, oh, I have a spiritual self and I have a human self and I'm here to have a human experience. So sometimes the spirituality thing, it gets to feel a little disconnected unless you sit there and meditate, you know, or you do this type of work. Or sometimes when you get, you know, intuitive hits, then you go, oh, I'm getting an intuitive hit. But it tends to get separated. It tends to, even for myself, I've done it myself because I'm very much human. I feel that this year is going to be more about you. I think you're going to realize that they don't need to be separated. They're an integrated part. In other words, you're going to walk, talk spiritually and humanly kind of togetherness, you know, like, but it's not just you, it's you stopping to split them up. You're going to deliberately feel, or at least, I don't know how to explain it. It's like walking into it. It's walking within it, right? It's like walking and saying, I'm still spiritually connected, right? And I know that this happens because sometimes when I hear other readers, and I'm not by no means judging, but this is coming up, they always say, oh, close the session and, you know, like, you know, cleanse and then, you know, remove yourself from this. And this part of this is something that it's like walking in spirit. Okay, so it's like not needing to disconnect. It's always like realizing that connection does not need to be shut down or severed. And it's not, you know, there's no attacks. We walk around in spirit all the time. We just don't acknowledge it. And I feel that that's the word. There it is. We will be acknowledging our spiritual energy as we walk in our human energy. So it's an acknowledgement of, and maybe that's where the Strength card comes in. Maybe it's that integrating, like they say, integrating the wild part to find a balance between logic and impulses, and also to find the balance between the physical and the spiritual, right? They're going to come together to create a very different path. I can't wait, because I tend to do that a lot. But I realize that I don't tune out as much anymore as I used to. Even when I'm like, spending time with my family and stuff, I still feel like I walk in spirit. And when I'm with friends and they're talking, I feel spirit still there, just hovering, right? I still feel myself kind of part of that dynamic. I don't need to really, before I used to, try to put them in compartments, because I'm a compartment person. I always have been. But I don't feel like that needs to be done anymore. I feel that I'm part of spirit, and I'm a part of spirit 24/7. I am, regardless of what my little human brain thinks. But I feel like I'm catching up to the fact that now I feel it more, okay? So I feel that's what they're trying to say. If you're that type of person where you kind of go, I try to be in spirit. No, you're always in spirit. I feel you're going to acknowledge and see it more often. It's going to catch you when you didn't think you were, You're going to suddenly going, hey, I'm still very much, having, a more spiritual experience right now, when I'm usually not in that mind space. The rest of you is going to remind you that you're still very much there, okay? So we'll try to, I guess, go in depth as the year develops, as we go through it. And hey, who knows, I don't know. There's a lot opening. I feel there's doors. They're showing me doors opening everywhere. And that's not just for me. That's not just for you. It's for the world. For the people who are ready, these doors are across the world. These are spirits. These are, well, we're all spirits, but these are human beings opening up to the spiritual energy. And I feel like these doors are being like wide open, so that the doors aren't even closing. They're just all open. And in that way, it's going to connect us. It's a beginning, because I feel like that those doors, having a door itself, from what I'm hearing from them, is still restrictive. It's still a barrier, because it's a door, right? The door can be closed. But the doors are opening, and it's a very important first step, until at one point there may be no doors. I don't know if that will be in our lifetime, as human beings, this journey. But it's definitely going in that direction. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It feels like evolution, Pisces. It feels like human evolution, but it's human evolution back to spiritual evolution. It's very interesting. It's amazing, whatever it is. I'm not being shown more than that, and I'm pretty sure there's a reason for it. But like I said, the doors are opening, which is going to be beautiful for a lot of people, but it's just a first step. All right, my beautiful Pisces, I'm going to let you go. I think I've tapped in enough. They've showed me so many beautiful things today, and I'm so happy I was able to share it with you. And it's always nice to tap into the past self of the last 12 months to see where you were in January and where you're going. It's just great to see how so many of us have just, I don't know, embraced this. And, it's going to, sometimes we always equate things to paying back. This is going to pay back big time, okay? And I'm not even talking about money. I'm not even talking about healing. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about when things start clicking in for you, it's going to give you a state, as close as I can describe it to euphoria, beauty, happiness, things that we think we know their meaning, and it's going to like notch up in a way that it's going to make us shine very, very brightly, very, very brightly, and it's going to dim whatever we've felt so far. So I'm really looking forward to it. I already feel like I've already traveled down that road quite a ways. I know I've still got a long way to go, but I'm excited. I want to go down this road. And I'm glad you're with me, and I'm glad we're growing together, and that's the way it should be. We should always be growing together. We should always be helping each other. I'm sending a lot of love, light, and blessings on this super wonderful 27th of December. And I'll be back tomorrow, my beautiful Pisces. As you know, I'm currently on vacation. Not Video Jane. She's still here. But I'm on vacation, no doubt having a blast. And whatever's happening, you know, I won't say I'm having a blast. I'll say I'm eating up all my wisdom and experience that's coming to me. I think that's the best thing I can do right now. And there you go, my beautiful Pisces. I'll be back tomorrow with no doubt another, I don't know, weird reading. And that's it for now. Love, light, and blessings. Bye, guys. I hope you're having a great holiday season. Talk to you tomorrow.